Hello everyone, it's Amy Robertson and I am back to show you another doodle. Today is day 30 of the Doodle School Free Motion Doodle Challenge and the prompt for today is borders. I'm going to show you how to do pumpkins in a border. So first thing I want to do is break down the design into parts. So let's start with the pumpkin. First thing you want to do for your pumpkin is draw kind of a bean shape. So you can see how it's flat at the bottom and indented up here in the middle at the top. Then you're going to divide your shape into sections. So I do kind of a skinny section over to one side and then a slightly bigger one, and you can see my line echoes the curve of that outside line. And then right here in the center I'll do one last line facing that direction. And then I'll do a line facing toward this right side. And I'll break that down into sections. And I try to make these sections on the outside small, and then they get bigger as they go toward the center, so that makes the center part look like it is closer to you and coming toward you. So then once you've done that, you want to put a stump in. And you've got your pumpkin. You can divide up your stump if you want to, something like that. Okay, in addition to pumpkins, we're going to put vines in here and leaves. So I'm just going to do that over here. For a pumpkin leaf, you'll want a stem. To me, next to the stem, they seem to have a little bit of a curve right there, and then they're mostly round with kind of wavy edges, and they might occasionally have a pointy edge. So that's all I do, is just draw kind of a wavy edge with occasional points. And then I like it to have veins in it, so just kind of draw several veins coming out to each side of the center, right there above the stem. So that's a pumpkin leaf, at least the way I draw it. And then in addition to that, you want to have some of your vines. So to do a vine, I do a loopy line. I change the directions that my loop is facing occasionally. And then I trace back, kind of echoing the line and sometimes crossing over, and you can see that creates kind of a twisted vine look. Or you could use this as a ribbon too, and it doesn't really matter which side you go to when you cross. It looks just fine no matter what. So in addition to this, I like to add swirls in sometimes, so they kind of look like the parts of the vine that swirl out like that. So if I were doing this at the same time as doodling a vine, I might do it when I'm coming back and echoing. So you can always just branch off from anywhere, add in a swirl, and then continue echoing. So that's one way you can do it. You can also put them in as you're creating your loops to begin with. So now I'm going to fill up this space right here. That's my border that I've marked out. I'll start with a pumpkin. Just kind of make that bean shape and make it so that it fits nicely within the border with some room above for the stem and the vines. Okay, so once I've done that shape, I do the sections in the center. How many sections you do is completely up to you. There's my stem, and I want to do a curly vine over there on that side, just to fill in that space that's there. And then let's do vine on this side, and I'm going to come back and do a leaf. There we go. And let's just finish off this vine here. Okay, so that's my first pumpkin. Obviously I need to get over here for my next one. So I can draw a new vine somewhere in the space that I have left to get over there, or I can trace along the vine that I already have. And my preference is to trace along this vine simply because adding in too many vines makes it start to look really messy and cluttered. So I'm just going to trace, and I can just trace along the top part of this if I want to. And another decision you can make is as you go along, if you want to add in a leaf or a swirl where you've got a space that you'd like to fill up, then you can definitely do that. Okay, now I'll just continue traveling along the top of this. And I'm actually going to come down here, put in a little bit of a swirl there. Okay, now I just want to think how I'm going to get from here to my next pumpkin. Do I want to trace this and extend it? Do I want to do something out from here? I think I'm just going to trace this and extend it. So there I am at a space where I can draw another pumpkin. So I draw that bean shape again. I divide it into sections. Okay, I come up to the top and do my stem. I didn't draw any lines in my stem the last pumpkin, but I guess I'm doing it now. Okay, and then I need to complete that curlicue vine over there, and I kind of want something in here, so I'm going to do another leaf. Okay, I am going to just kind of fill in the rest of this area with curlicue vines, and I'm going to fast forward this part just to kind of keep the video short. So I'll meet you back here when I'm done. Okay, all finished. So that is a pumpkin border. I hope you like it, and if you end up using it in one of your quilts, I'd love it if you would post a picture down below in the comments. Thanks a lot. I'll see you back here for day 31, which is the final day of the Doodle School Free Motion Doodle Challenge. Bye now.